I am hoping that people will look and see that if you give people an opportunity and you give people a nice place to be with the supports that they need, that actually they can move on and move on successfully. This, I think, is an amazing opportunity. We are trying to sort of like really push forward new ideas and new ways of looking at supporting people who have difficulty with housing issues. I would say homeless because sometimes it's not about that, it's about actually not being able to find something that's affordable right through. People who come to Tabor House on the ground floor of the basement, their journey is very much that they usually have nothing, to be fair, and that can be for a variety of reasons. So they will come to us and then we will go through a checklist and we work through all of that so that they get work. Then the move on, once they can afford to, will be about moving up to one of the rooms up here. So that's not a given, they don't have to if there's something they want to do. So they will then move up to here and they will be part of the community that we're going to create here. They still have a caseworker, and I'm hoping, to be fair, that they will still keep in touch with the people on the ground because they are part of this whole community that's being developed here.
It was one of the hardest things that I've had to go through when I first got kicked out. Didn't want to go back to my parents or anything. It was very embarrassing and all that kind of stuff because I've been kicked out quite a few times. And then I thought, I was just trying everything, council, different organisation. I was just going round and round in circles and I was like, I don't know where I'm going, don't know what to do. And then one person was literally saying, oh yeah, you can go to this place, you can go to that place. And then Tabor House come up and she goes, well, try this place, it's not your normal usual thing. And I was getting a bit worried. And the first night I stayed, it was the best ever feeling because it just felt like a big relief off my shoulders. I was like, that's really good now.
Volunteers here make a huge difference because of not only the time that they give, but because they are giving their own time. They bring their own energy and enthusiasm with that. And it makes such a huge difference to people. And I think the conversations that the volunteers have, because it's in their own time, and the guests know that, they're different conversations, they're more friendship conversations. And it really brings that whole development of joy, I think.
The hostility when you're there, they bring you in. They don't they work on you specifically. Even though there's other people around, but they work on you specifically. They call you in a room for a meeting, like once a week. Caroline used to type up all my stuff and she goes, have you been bidding? She would get on my case and I'm like, I haven't done it today. You better get on bidding, sort of thing. So whereas if it was on my own, I'd be like, I'll probably leave it or I'll do it next week or I'm too busy to do this. If I didn't do it, she can tell me she's like a mum, sort of thing. So that's a good thing. She keeps me treats me like that's my mum, sort of thing. And they make you feel like you're part of the family. They looked at me, what I wanted. I don't know if other places do that, but what Tabor House gives to me, I've never experienced it before.
So I work for Father Hudson's, and I think that's one of the other strengths because it is an umbrella. They have been incredibly supportive about getting this project up and running, listening and sort of going with the ideas rather than sort of just focus they have been up for change, up for looking at things in a different way.
I seen a homeless guy in King's Landing and he's like, are you okay? And I was like, I'll give him some money. And he's like, oh yeah, I've been on the streets for a long time. And I introduced Tabor House to him. I just I was homeless, I was in your position. Don't get me wrong, I had my vehicle and things like that. I was working, but I still got help. And he said, yeah, I've been abandoned and this and that. And I said, look, they will help you get back on your feet. And I had to go through the hardest stages of my life just to be able to look after myself, and I've found a way in, like, I'm focused on my kids, focused on my life, and I'm pushing forward.
The project is about looking at things in a different way, and I'm hoping that other organisations will look at how we're doing it and think that they could trial something along that line and use this as a bit of a blueprint.